Welcome to Jobs and Pods, the only podcast where real employers talk about their jobs and tell you what it's like to work there. I'm your host, Chris Russell. Today's Jobcast features insights and jobs at the TJX companies in Framingham, Massachusetts, located about 20 minutes outside of Boston. TJX is a global retailer and operates popular chains such as TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeGoods, and AJ Wright's in the U.S., along with several international divisions. They're hiring into their corporate merchandise training program, one of the industry's leading training programs for a corporate career in merchandise planning, buying, and executive management. Today we're speaking with Diane Wong, a senior allocation analyst who is currently in that career path. Diane, welcome to Jobs and Pods.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Okay, great. Describe your role as an allocation analyst. What do you do there?
As a senior allocation analyst, I'm responsible for taking ownership of my business, which means driving sales in my department by being strategic in what I ship. So, for instance, picking a good mix of styles, colors, and price points. So right now I'm responsible for area rugs within HomeGoods, which is a $58 million business.
How does it fit into the corporate merchandise training program?
Well, my current position as a senior allocation analyst is just the beginning of the career path. So my end point is to eventually become a buyer at TJX. So right now I'm learning how to look for opportunities, figuring out what's working and what doesn't, and which is critical when you become a buyer.
Right. And what do you think makes a successful allocation analyst? What are some of the skills and traits you have to possess?
Well, to be a successful allocation analyst, you have to have an entrepreneurial spirit, be passionate about your business, be able to think strategically, take risks, have a comfort level with numbers and analysis, and being a team player is definitely critical.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, did you receive any kind of training to prepare you for your current position?
Of course. I went through PACE, which is a training program where you learn how to utilize your talents. So during PACE, you learn how to navigate through our systems, create shipping strategies, and learn how to analyze a mix. So basically, it's a step-by-step program that helps you approach the job.
Okay. Now, in your role as an allocation analyst, how do you impact the business overall, do you think?
Well, one of the ways is definitely the mix of area rugs that you see in our stores currently is one of the examples that I impact my business. My buyer buys the rugs that get shipped to our distribution centers. From there, I choose what rug goes to which stores and how many.
And do you work closely with the buyers?
My buyer is always available to talk. They're always around, whether it's in the office, through the phone, or via email. You can definitely basically take ownership in creating that relationship with your buyer or even other buyers. So by making time to go to stores with them or sitting in on vendor visits when they do come in to the office, it's just up to you how close you are.
Right, okay. So what's a typical week like for an allocation analyst? Give me sort of your Monday through Friday routine.
Well, every day is really a new day here, and every week is different than the one before. New projects and new problems and new priorities come up all the time. But typically we create a strategy in the beginning of the week, and then the rest of the week we execute it.
Now you're up in Framingham, Mass., so just right around Boston there. What's the Boston area like to live in?
Well, it's a lot of fun. There's tons of things to do. There's lots of restaurants, museums. There's a bunch of great shopping areas, and it has a really exciting nightlife. Plus, everything's easy to get to.
Right. Okay. Are you from the area? Did you move there?
Yeah, actually, I am. I am from the South Shore, so Brockton, which is just 30 minutes away. Okay.
Diane, in your opinion, why is TJX such a great place to work?
I like working for TJX mainly because I know I'm on a career path. That what I'm doing now is going to help me get to where I want to be, which is eventually becoming a buyer. And I also love how the company has an open culture and they really embrace risk-taking.
Right. Okay, excellent. And last question, what's the best way to apply?
Just go online to tjx.com and just click on the TJX Career tab, which is on your top right.
Okay, well, that will do for this edition of Jobs and Pods. I want to thank Diane for her time today. Diane, thanks a lot for the great info. And to apply for jobs, again, visit tjx.com. We'll also place a link directly to their careers page on the Jobs and Pods site under this podcast. For more Jobcasts like this, visit jobsandpods.com. And don't forget, you can subscribe to our Jobcast on iTunes. Thanks for listening, everyone.